Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Insider Financial Talks Penny Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I am the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and today we are going to be discussing what no one wants to talk about, our losers. But before we get into that, we have a few housekeeping issues to go over. We have no business relationship with any company whose stock is mentioned in this video. Insider Financial and myself are not investment advisors, and this video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinion and meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. For more information, please read our full disclaimer at insiderfinancial.com/disclaimer. With that out of the way, remember to smash the thumbs up button if you like this video. Also hit the red subscribe button and the little notification bell to be notified when we go live with a new video. Also go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. This is where subscribers get first look before regular readers on stocks we're going to be covering. Stocks like ENZC at 0.014, ABML at 6 cents, ALPP at 7.5 cents, and HMBL at 0.027. And also be sure to check out the new video that we've posted. It's on signup.insiderfinancial.com. We think you folks will really enjoy that. And then after you sign up with your email, you can then sign up with your mobile number. It works for all numbers worldwide. Simply enter your country code followed by your number. For US and Canada, be 1 plus your area code and number. Never begin the format with 00. Many times we do text-only alerts, as that is the fastest way to get an alert out to our subscribers. And with that out of the way, let's dive in here. Folks, most of my videos, what I try to tell you and give you insight on to what's working, because we're big fans of that strategy. Own more of what's working and own less of what's not. Case in point will be the stocks that we're going to be discussing right now. These are losers for everyone. They've just been there's a lot of people holding the bag and a lot of people asking, well, what do we do? What's the next step? And I'm going to go down them one by one and give you my thoughts, and we take it from there. First up is CYDY. My colleague, Chris Sandberg, he has been all over this one in the past, has nailed it for many times for big gains, but it's been a bear. He's buried in it. A lot of other shareholders are buried in it. It hit new 52-week lows. He's been asking me, I want to write another CYDY article, and I'm like, for what? What's the point? It's there's right now, it's working on the news has been positive, but the stock price action has not been. And guys, I want to stress a couple of things to you, for those of you that are new to penny stocks, or even those that you have been in penny stocks for a while. First thing to understand is these are story stocks, and it's all about the story being told and that story evolving into more stories. Case in point, now this is not a penny stock, but Amazon.com. Do you really think Amazon would be where it is today if Jeff Bezos solely sold books on the internet? No way. He started with books. That was the story. It got traction. And then from there, he pivoted into, household items, groceries, not groceries, but, anything that you can think of on Amazon. And then he pivoted to Amazon Cloud Services, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and then Amazon Prime. They're buying MGM. They bought Whole Foods. So it's been an evolving story, and he's executed along the way in terms of revenues, metrics, beating analyst expectations, and that's why it's an almost a $2 trillion company today. And a lot of these, the stocks we're talking about today, they started out as great stories, but they didn't evolve. They didn't they didn't meet their endpoints. They didn't execute. And I'm not saying that they won't execute in the future, but so far, the market's disappointed, and you've had week-long selling, and then also the shorts. I mean, the shorts are definitely in here, and the paid bashers, the Adam Fiersteins of the world, etc. Case in point in CYDY. He hates that. There's another one, Auspex Research. They're all over bashing CYDY all the time. I'm not going to sit here and defend CYDY. I'll let Chris, speak for itself. But, he's going to defend it all day long. He loves CYDY. I look at it a little bit differently. I see it as it has a $1 billion market cap. That's at some point, fundamentals do matter, folks. But let's see what has plays out. Chris will tell you CYDY is a buy. I consider it a hold. And please, everything I'm going to talk to you about, I don't consider anything a sell. And the reason being is that you just don't know when any of these are going to turn. And guys, it's so important, and I need to get back into talking about this. There's so much to cover on these videos, so sometimes I miss it. But guys, you really need to build a diversified portfolio. For some that can be 5 to 10 penny stocks, some it's 10 to 20. If you got $1,000, throw in $100 into 10 penny stocks. Some will work out, some you'll break even, some you're going to lose. And if you're diversified, you're not bag holding. You're not taking your entire account down. If you put all your money into CYDY at $7, bought more at $5, bought more at $4, I mean, you're underwater. You're hurting right now. And I feel for anybody that is in that position. But please, use this as a learning experience if you are in that position. It's not the end of the world. You will get through this. And look, they might come out with a huge news on their treatment, and the stock's at $10. You never know. Anything, in biotechs, anything is possible. But right now, I can't give you. If you're looking for hope, bullish enthusiasm, I follow the market. I mean, I'm a big price action guy, and we're trading below the 200, the 20, the 50-day moving averages. Everything looks bearish on CYDY, but let's see how it turns out. The next one is EEENF. This one's starting to perk up. This one, was one that we're all over, earlier this year. We got an updated article out today. But this was one I wrote it myself. I said nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars back in April. And we got this move up to 10 cents on the back of our article, and then the news was that they couldn't keep drilling, and the stock collapsed. It was a big loser for us and our subscribers, and there's no beating around the bush that it hurts, and it's not fun, and it's definitely I have egg on my face, and what can I say? But the good news is 88 Energy is executing. They are out. They just paid off all their debt. The weather will break. They will continue their drilling program, and I still think this one has a lot of potential. So check out the new update we put out on EEENF, and you make your own decision. What's going on? ENZC. We've nailed this one on a number of occasions, but there's a lot of people that didn't get in, early. Our subscribers, we first covered ENZC at 0.014, and you can go and check out our article, our initial article. Where is that? ENZ and Bioclonetics, a perfect merger. This was back in October, but guys, we've been bullish all along, and there was times to be bullish and times to not be. So you had this incredible run from October to February, and then the stock just collapsed. We called the bottom last month. Colleague Chris Sandberg was out with ENZC working with Intel. We got a nice bump up to 30 cents, and the move stalled. And we're looking at a 50% correction. And Yates Investing's all over it. Alexander DeLarge is all over it. There's a lot of social media chatter. There's a lot of catalysts coming out, but right now the market's been selling off. So it really needs, the company needs to put out a catalyst and put out the results, and and hopefully it's indeed blockbuster news and we're off and running again. But until then, this is definitely a hold. GGII, oh my God, egg and bacon and sausage all over my face. Just throw it all at me. This guys, if you have to ask, am I in a pump and dump? You're in a pump and dump. And there's no other explanation. These guys really sandbagged everybody. They went and issued all those shares, and the stock just collapsed. And it's just, this is the nature of the beast. This is the OTC. Guys, it's just horrible with what's happened there with GGII. I consider this one a hold. It has a real business, but when you got 75 billion shares out there, you look at the security details. There's still a $600 million market cap. This is just it's really sickening what happened here with GGII, and I feel for anyone that didn't get out. So just wanted to talk about that one. HMBL. This really goes back to what we've talked about with the Amazon. It was a great story last year. Had George Sharp on board. They were doing all the right things. It was just incredible story about becoming the next PayPal. And since then it's like, well, what have you guys done next? Where are the revenues? Where's the app usage? Who's how are you guys bringing in revenues? That information's just not forthcoming. And this is another one that has over a $1 billion market cap. And it's to have a $1 billion market cap, you got to justify your valuation. And I like Brian and the team, but it's very hard for me to get bullish. And this is what I talk about when I say, folks, that if you like any of these names and you fall, I really don't want you to fall in love with the story, but if you like them, wait and buy dips. Book some profits along the way. But what we try to do is move on to the next story, move on to the next hot, find the next hot runner before everyone else. A company that's working towards things, that has is in a hot sector. And Humble was that. It met all the criteria that we look for our subscribers, and the results spoke for themselves. We got everyone in at under 3 cents, rallied to $7, and it's just been we did our job, and I know a lot of people have didn't get in early, and they bought higher prices, and right now they're wondering what's next. let's see what they deliver in terms of revenues. But this is another hold. LTNC. This was one we were never a big fan of. It just, not everything seemed. First of all, Stan the man, he was just pumping it ridiculously. For him to come out and talk about a 1 cent stock saying this is going to $10. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, you got to read through the BS if someone's telling you that. A lawsuit was filed against Stan yesterday by Takeover Industries. The whole thing just smells, all parties involved. Stan is, I don't know what the deal was with his relationship. Was he compensated? Was he just an investor in the market? Was he compensated in stock? I mean, he definitely was the chief cheerleader and promoter in LTNC, and he got a lot of people in, and, he left everyone holding the bag. We talked about it here. If you look at what we said about LTNC going back, 4 hot stocks right now. We said about LTNC, which they were hot. And you can take a look at this one. We've been saying, for a long time not to buy into the hype. Unfortunately, we were right. We don't take joy in being right because a lot of people got hurt that bought into the story. All I know is that someone got rich off LTNC, and I'm not saying Stan did. I think, he never had the big enough position, so you got to look at, the other guys that are behind the deal. Did they sell? Looking at the lawsuit by Takeover Industries, the SEC is going to be looking at that. So we'll see how that plays out, but definitely a crappy situation for all in the LTNC army. NWBO, this isn't a loser yet. It's holding up. It's a lot of sideways action, just waiting on data release. And data release is going to make or break the stock. So either we're at $10 or we're at 10 cents. That's the only, if you're in it, that's all I could tell you. So, beware and just understand the risk-reward dynamics. WDLF. I put this in the category of humble. Huge social media fans, big following on iHub, StockTwits. But again, until they start producing revenues and posting, big numbers, it's hard to really get excited. It's had some spikes, but, this has been a disappointing investment. So, sad to see it back in the double zeros. This is definitely a hold. So let's see how it plays out. And just want to talk to you about 2 winners here. And I just, the reason that I want to stress this is, when you're too much into these losers, you miss out on winners. And you can't get yourself down. You can't tie up all your capital in these losers. You always have to have cash. Be diversified so that you can catch an LWLG. This one's run from $1.50 to $8 in a month. It's just been an incredible winner for our subscribers. MJWL is another one. Our subscribers are in under a penny. This is 1,000% gainer. So this makes up, you getting a winner like LWLG, MJWL makes up for any of your losers, and your losers then become a lot easier to hold. And then, once December comes, if you book profits in your winners, well, then you sell your losers to offset for tax purposes. So you got to start understanding basic money management, if you want to be, successful in the long run. No one's happy about losers. I'm certainly not, but, I accept it. It's a fact of investing in penny stocks. But there's nothing we can do. There's always going to be losers. So if you think you're not going to get a loser, trading penny stocks, you don't even you're in the wrong. You don't even belong trading or investing. Because it's just it just happens. Warren Buffett loses money. Peter Lynch loses money. Mark Cuban just lost money in a crypto play. I mean, we all lose money. So just accept it and do your best to move on and look for other new plays. And that's what we specialize here at Insider Financials. So just go over to signup.insiderfinancial.com. Make sure you signed up with your email and mobile number. Best part is it's free. And we're on the hunt for the next big runner. So this is what we like doing. I enjoy looking for the next, what could be the next humble, ENZC. It's all about getting in early. There's nothing more exciting than having a 1 or 2 cent, stock run to dollars. It's exhilarating. But you got to book profits. You got to take money off the table. All right, guys, enough of me on my soapbox. Please don't be angry at me or thumbs down or negative comments. We're all trying to help each other. So, support each other. And, if you have any specific questions, leave them in the comments section, and I'll do my best to answer what I can. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. This is for informational, educational purposes only. If you really need financial advice, please go talk to your nearest financial advisor and come up with a financial plan. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and wish everyone a wonderful and profitable day. Thank you. Bye-bye.